Hey guys, the world of Street Outlaws is one built on fast cars, fierce rivalries, and family, both born and chosen. But every so often, even seasoned racers like Big Chief find themselves in a bind where all those elements collide. This time, that moment came during Farm Truck and Asian's Daily Grind, a street-style race that throws traditional horsepower hierarchies out the window in favor of real-world machines running on one common denominator: the hard tire. This third installment of the Daily Grind brought together everything from Jeeps and dually trucks to classic muscle and even exotic imports. It also brought an unexpected internal dilemma for Big Chief, racing against Richard, Murder Nova's dad, and someone he's respected for years. The Daily Grind, the no-prep daily driver race, has always been a fan favorite for its unpredictability and grassroots energy. Farm Truck and AZN set the rules. You bring a real daily driver, slap on a hard 300 treadwear tire, and prove your car can hang. This year, however, there was a critical twist. No more soft compound tires and ultra-high horsepower setups dominating the field. With the switch to hard tires, the power-to-traction equation got flipped on its head. Suddenly, lower horsepower cars had a shot. It was about control, strategy, and real-world drivability. Big Chief knew the man van, his usual weapon for daily events, made too much power for a no-prep surface on hard tires. Instead, he brought something unexpected: a 12,000-pound dually pickup truck named Big Rick, a truck he tows his race car with. And somehow it worked. While Chief brought the big truck, another surprise came in the form of Aiden's orange Chevel. Aiden, Chief's 14-year-old son, had been working with his dad on the car for a while. It was supposed to be his car, his first race car. And in a heartfelt moment, Aiden made his case. He wanted to be the one to drive it in the Daily Grind. "This is my first car ever," Aiden said, confidently. "And I think I should drive in the first daily driver race that this thing's going to be in." Big Chief was torn. As a dad, he wanted to say yes. As a racer and a rule follower, he knew the truth. Aiden didn't have a license. He was only 14, far too young to drive in the cruise portion of a race, which was a mandatory part of tech inspection. That meant, by the rules, Aiden couldn't race. Still, Chief respected his son's drive. "I don't care if we win," he said. "I just care that it's out there, it makes a good pass, and we can get some stuff figured out to take this car to the next level." So Chief got behind the wheel of the Chevel instead, promising to make his son proud. Then came the moment no one expected. Big Chief drew Richard, Murder Nova's father, in the first round. For longtime fans, this was surreal. Richard has always been part of Sean's racing journey, just as Chief has. They've all grown close over decades of late nights, busted knuckles, and runs down sketchy back roads. Racing him wasn't just a competition, it felt like racing family. It doesn't feel good anytime you have to race somebody who's been so supportive of you over the years, Chief admitted. But at the same time, he's driving a Mustang, and that's his pole now. The emotional tension was real. But Street Outlaws isn't a sentimental sport, it's drag racing. And when the light turned green, Big Chief did what he does best. He launched Big Rick and never looked back. Despite weighing 12,000 pounds, Big Rick moved. Chief's experience behind the wheel made the difference. He stayed smooth and consistent, getting the edge on Richard's Mustang and taking the win. The crowd went wild, but it wasn't without mixed emotions. There was joy, sure, but also the quiet weight of beating someone who had always been in his corner. Chief didn't celebrate in the typical fashion. There was no over-the-top chest beating, just respect and a nod to the man he raced. Though Aiden couldn't drive it, his Chevel got its first real-world test in the hands of his dad. Matched up against Derek's Hellcat-powered car, nicknamed Helen, this was no walk in the park. The Chevel was fast off the hit. Chief got out ahead and held the lead for most of the race. But right at the line, Derek came around and clipped him at the finish. "I had a lead for most of the race, and he clipped me," Chief said. "But I got a little glimpse at what this car's capable of, and I'm stoked for Aiden's racing in this car in the future, because it's going to be fast." Even in a loss, the Chevel impressed. Aiden's pride was clear. Watching his dad race his car down the street, with all the work they'd put into it, was a win in itself. Events like the Daily Grind are what makes Street Outlaws more than just a drag racing show. It's about people. It's about family, friendship, and the deep bonds that form when you build and break cars with the same crew for years. Big Chief's night was a microcosm of that, balancing the role of racer and dad, choosing between competition and compassion, and still showing up to win, all while honoring the people who helped get him there. Whether it was letting go of the man van in favor of something more fitting for the rules, or navigating the emotional challenge of lining up against someone like Richard, Chief showed once again why he's the heart of this community. He raced with respect, with heart, and with the mindset that even a daily driver race deserves all-out effort. As for what's next, Chief's got his eye on the future, and so does Aiden. The Chevel may not have won its first race, but it showed flashes of greatness. It'll be back, and next time, Aiden might just be behind the wheel himself. "I think we got a shot," Chief said earlier in the night. And he wasn't just talking about winning the event. He was talking about legacy, about raising the next generation of Street Outlaws, one burnout at a time. Because at the end of the day, no matter who you race, what you drive, or what the rules are, if you're in the game, you race to win. And Big Chief? He races like it's personal. Because sometimes it is. Even after the dust settled, Big Chief's internal conflict lingered. The gravity of racing Richard wasn't lost on him or the crew. These weren't just random matchups. These were meaningful battles, packed with personal history and emotional baggage. It's a unique part of the Street Outlaws scene that separates it from traditional drag racing. These drivers aren't just opponents. They're friends, mentors, even family. So when Chief pulled ahead of Richard, there was no trash talk, no celebration. Only quiet respect for a man who had supported him and his best friend from the very beginning. That's the duality of street racing on this level. The emotions off the line can be as powerful as the torque under the hood. There's a certain honor among racers that doesn't always get highlighted, but it was clear here. Chief didn't take the race lightly. He knew what it meant, not just to him, but to Sean, to the legacy of their crew, and to the roots they all came from. In some ways, the race was symbolic. It was the passing of an era, a tribute to where they started, and a glimpse of where they're headed. And where they're headed includes the next generation. Aiden's emergence onto the scene is more than just a father-son storyline. It's the future of the Street Outlaws legacy. Watching Aiden take pride in his car, make a case for racing it, and get fired up about being part of the event showed that the passion is real. He may not have had a license yet, but his determination was undeniable. Fans took notice. So did the racers. And while rules are rules, there's no doubt that Aiden's time is coming fast. Chief racing Aiden's car in the meantime wasn't just about testing it out. It was about representing his son, proving the build, and paving the way. That Chevel, underpowered compared to others, showed poise, speed, and potential. Even in a loss, it ran hard and gave a glimpse of its capabilities. Chief didn't need to win to make a statement. The Chevel already did. Now it's just a matter of fine-tuning, seat time, and waiting for Aiden to step up when the time is right. The Daily Grind also proved how unpredictable street racing can be when the playing field is leveled. With everyone on hard tires, horsepower wasn't the ultimate factor. Driving skill, vehicle control, and smart setups mattered more than ever. From lifted trucks to exotic imports to purpose-built sleepers, the variety of vehicles highlighted the creativity of the community. But it also reinforced one truth: you can never count out Big Chief, no matter what he's driving. Whether it's a dually, a street car, or a race car, he shows up ready to run. As the event wrapped up, the energy was electric, not because of big payouts or outrageous speeds, but because of the stories. Racing Richard, representing Aiden, proving the Chevel. Every round had stakes beyond the win light. That's what makes Street Outlaws endure. It's not just cars on pavement, it's personal. For Big Chief, this daily grind wasn't just another notch in his belt. It was a reminder of how far he's come, who's been by his side, and who's coming next. And if one thing's certain, it's that the streets and the show are in good hands.